Hello everyone. So today I thought I'll probably show you this really cool background of mine. So this is basically nothing but a piece of thermocol. So when I bought this desk, this standing desk of mine, I mean I have two, but this one which I'm using right now is a bit simple. It has nothing but these different levels. Let me show you. Let me show you very quickly. So this is my standing desk, and if you notice here, it is basically very simple. And this actually, so this actually works really well for me because I don't really change the height every day. I'm always working standing up, but I do have one more which is like a proper converter. Now the thing is that my room is filled with so many things, and I do have one more workstation on the other side, which is not very nice looking. I mean, I don't really mind, that workstation because it is basically nothing but different boxes stacked on top of each other. And I, of course, try to hide it if I can, but I'm not really ashamed of it, to be honest. And that is why whenever you watch my videos, I'm usually zoomed in like this so that, you just focus on my face. But I think it is good to sometimes show you like a wide uh, area, and you can see the full upper body, and you can actually see my expressions, not just my face, but of course, if I'm talking to you, I think the wide shot looks really good. So although I'm not really ashamed of my weird looking background, but I thought I should have a way to hide it. And normally, what I do, I normally keep sometimes I just move the boxes. Let me show you the boxes first. So this is my workstation number 3 on this room. So even in this room, I have like 3 workstations. And whenever I am, of course, doing my work, I keep changing my position. Sometimes I'm working on this workstation, which is of course my main workstation on ThinkPad X220. I do have like one more where I have two monitors, and I do have this Mac which I use sometimes for my calls, usually either in the early morning or maybe late evenings when I'm working with either people in US or India. Now, I think this background is something that I will probably continue to use, but this background is actually very simple. It is nothing but a thermocol, piece of thermocol. And what I did, I basically adjusted the thermocol on my stand. Like I do have like those umbrella lights, and I don't really use the umbrella lights, to be honest, because it is too much. They are too big, and they consume like a lot of space. I just uh, use the stand for doing things like maybe using it as I just use the light without the umbrella because I don't really think I need the umbrella, to be honest. It's too big. But at the same time, this stand is really good because you can change the size of it, the height. And I have like a lot of thermocol pieces, like big ones, small ones. And I thought maybe I should use it to make my background. So this background looks really good. I'm quite happy. It is not it is not shiny. It is a bit dull, and I think it looks really good. If I maybe increase the size of my window, so it looks quite good. And of course, I can maybe have one more because I do have I do have like one more stand. But the only thing that this particular piece of thermocol is doing right now is hiding my other workstation, which is nothing but different boxes. So I think this looks good. Okay, so to be honest, that is what I wanted to show you today. I mean, it works fine. It is basically a very cheap solution, but it looks good, to be honest. I'm quite happy with the output. And there is a window here which is basically giving me a lot of, it is basically making my beautiful face shine. And I wanted to make this video to share with you that you should keep things simple and focus on the content, because if you follow my videos, if you watch my content, and if you like it, then I'm sure you must have noticed that I always try to focus on the quality of the content. Of course, I'm not really saying I make the best videos, but I try to share the content, and that is it. That is my focus. And I don't really care about my blue background, or I don't really care about fancy things. It is more about doing things. It is more about, I think if you can do it, if you have maybe time or money, or if you really want to do it, I think you should try to do whatever you feel like doing, like making like a fancy setup. But for my needs, because I don't really spend too much time making videos, it's more about every day, 5 o'clock. I think the time is 6:30, so I'm late today. So every day I just make a small video and I share things. And today I thought I'll probably share wonderful things that you can do with these Thermocol pieces. I didn't really buy it, by the way. I just got it with something. I mean, if you these days, if you buy anything online, when you have things delivered, you will definitely get something like this. So if you can get hold of some big sheet like this, I'm not really sure how much you have to pay here in UK, but I'm sure in India, if you go to any stationery shop, these boards are really cheap, because I remember I used to buy those, these boards when I was a kid. When I used to make my school projects, we had one subject called SUPW, where we used to basically do these things with these Thermocol pieces. It's really fun, by the way. I do have like a lot of pieces. So I have more pieces here, and this one is quite thick. I'm thinking of maybe like using it as a I don't know, but maybe I'll use it for building something. So I do have some plans with these Thermocols, and now I have a beautiful background, white background. I don't really use any filter, but I'm sure using ffmpeg you can also remove the background. I know it is possible. I've seen some videos, I've seen some tutorials. So maybe I will modify my script that I use to record my my videos, and I'll probably try to remove this background, the white background, because the good thing about this background is that if I probably move here, and if I zoom in, it will just focus on the white part here. So if you notice on the left hand side, it is very clear, the boundary is very clear. So I know it's not green, but I'm sure I can probably buy a green one from Amazon, like a green piece of cloth, or I'll try to do whatever I can with the white one, with the white background. So this is my next project: remove the background, or maybe blur it, and I'll probably share the outcome of this little experiment. I don't really use ffmpeg for doing. I think, to be honest, my ffmpeg is already quite. It is not the most simplest script. I do a lot of things with the ffmpeg. Like even my script that I use to record a video right now, it is basically customized for my needs, for my computer, like ThinkPad X220, like this 10-year-old computer. But I, of course, wanted to do few more things, which I don't really need to do it. It's more about a fancy thing, like removing the background. For example, if you notice here on the bottom right corner, there is like a visual spectrum, which is I quite like it. It makes the video. I mean, it's a very small spectrometer. This visual wave, but this is probably the only thing that I do. And also on the left hand side, there is a label to my website, ravisagar.in. But there are a few more things that I think you can do. For example, if you're making a video using ffmpeg, and if you want to make your video a bit more effective in terms of because when I speak, sometimes I speak really fast, sometimes I speak with a lot of pauses. So I think what you can also do with ffmpeg, which I tried doing but I never really used it or incorporated it in my actual workflow of video making. You can also reduce or remove the pauses, or basically you can somehow increase the size of your, like the speed of your pauses. For example, if I stop here, there is a pause, or if I'm showing you my board, or if I'm doing anything, so there is a audible, there is a pause in the audio, right? So there is a filter, I believe, which you can use to either remove these pauses, but then your audio is out of sync with your video. And I know that some people have written some scripts in Python to basically not only increase the time of your pauses. So for example, if there is a pause, the pause will be maybe, the part where there is a pause, it will be speed up, like the video will probably skip a couple of seconds, or the speed will be faster, but at the same time the video will be also there, so you won't find it too weird. So I'll probably try that. I actually want to do it, not because I have to do it, but I think it will be cool to do those things, because I already have done things like if I have to like trim the video, split it up and concatenate it, which is of course possible, but I try to keep things simple. So this is my next project for ffmpeg. Remove the background and remove the pauses. So that is all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed watching something today. I did show you about the thermocol that you can potentially use to make a not very fancy background, but you don't really have to spend too much time if you want to make good content rich videos. All right, bye bye.